Hi, in this video, I'm going to unbox and test the Dreame D20 Ultra Robot Vacuum Cleaner. Let's start with the unboxing. First, we have the accessory box, which is full of extras. A ramp, 2 mops, a hefty user manual, a power cable, and the side brush. The robot vacuum itself comes in a separate box with eco-friendly cardboard packaging. Let's remove the protective and securing foils. Now we can attach the mops and the side brush. The rotating brush can be removed easily for simpler cleaning. Surprisingly, it has no bristles at all, only rubber. The whole mount adapts slightly to the surface. The driven wheels are shock absorbed. In the middle, you'll find the dust container. That's the suction port there. The closing flap prevents dust from escaping. There's also a HEPA filter inside, but it has no pre-filter. I'm really curious how effective it will be. The last part we need to assemble is the charging station. The 2 water tanks can be removed from the top, and the dust bag is accessible at the front. The door even has a rubber seal, which is nice. The manufacturer includes a spare dust bag as well. The mop cleaning system is located at the bottom. Here's the water outlet. Let's plug in the power cable and attach the ramp. Both tanks have level sensors. Fill the tank with clean water. Place the station somewhere easy to access. Once you slide the vacuum into position, the system starts up. Setup help is available in the Dreame app. After a quick firmware update, you can begin mapping your home.
It will take about 5 to 10 minutes.
This is a fast process. Just make sure not to stand in the vacuum's way while it's working. Afterwards, it will automatically return to the dock. To test the vacuuming efficiency, I placed different materials on a white carpet. Let's see how the vacuum handles them. First, lint pulled from clothing. Unfortunately, the device struggles to navigate on a small rug. It gets stuck, pushes it around, even starts rolling it up. No problem, I taped it down. Of course, maximum suction power is enabled. It picked up most of the dirt, but the result still wasn't perfect. My suspicion was correct. The filter gets completely clogged.
Next test, hair. Sadly, due to the lack of a bristle brush, it has a hard time here as well. It pushes a lot of debris around. And even the mops got covered in hair. The final carpet test, fine-grained particles. I gently massage them into the carpet. It seems to handle this well at first, but you can already hear from the sound that the filter is clogging again. The deeper debris stayed in the carpet. Next up is the hard floor vacuuming test. It did a perfect job with the lint. And with the grain as well. But listen to this. That's the end of the tests. Overall, even though I put the vacuum through some tough challenges, it performed surprisingly well, except for the filter clogging issue. But more about that and the mopping performance in the next episode.